Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Your host, the Raven, here, bringing you some 7 Days to Die action. This is Zombie Week 11. Yeah, 7 times 11 equals 77. Is day 77 or night 77. And I have completed new modifications on the pit base. I've updated the design of it. As before, I only had a square bottom. Basically, it was a concrete pit. Some of the blocks were steel. The ones on my side were steel, to prevent crazy shenanigans. Just that extra uh, layer of security there without, making the pit too expensive or too materials heavy. There would be some steel on my side, but it was basically just a square. But I think I've thought about how I could use the terrain to my advantage, both for offense and for defense. So we are away from we're about 45 minutes away from Zombie Moon, the Blood Moon. What we have here, the shaft is still square. It's exactly how I first designed it. Just basically, it's a shaft. They fall down here trying in their attempt to get me. Um, I've lined the pit with new traps. As at first I was using the fan blades, I found those to be very ineffective, because they don't keep. For some reason, the zombies' hitboxes go through the fan blades. No matter. At first, I'm thinking, okay, I didn't have the blocks lined up right or something, but it's like they'll hit them if they move, but if they stand still or if they crouch or something, they get like the zombies get like immunity. Either the fan won't register hitting them, or it's wonky. I don't know what the problem is, but you want stuff to work 100%, not it might clear a few zombies off of a ledge every now and then. You know what I mean? And I just couldn't tolerate that, so I found something that was more simple and I find it very effective, very fun. Then that's just electric wires. They've improved the durability of the electric fence posts. Um, fence, the electric wire relays are extremely cheap to make. Wire is free because the wire tool produces it. You do not have to produce wire, no matter how many strings you have. If every single block in this shaft was connected to every other block in the shaft via a wire, you still would have zero materials cost because the wire tool wires everything up. Only thing you have to do is manufacture a generator, which we have in here. Oh, zombie night started. Um, you just need a generator. You need some engines to go inside it, gas to run it. You need a wire tool to hook up the different relays, wire relays to allow you to. Ooh, nice. Um, eat that, punk. So, oh, crispy. Yeah, you just need a generator, small engines, gas, um, electric wire relays, electric fence posts, and wires. And what it is I have them set up that it's one engine runs it all, but because you can time the electric wire relays, you can make it so one set of wires turns off. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. Continuously frying them, never letting them have a break, never giving the zombies a break. Just cooking or roasting 'em. I better get the bomb tossing. So anyway, one relay has it set from the beginning of zombie night, which is 1100 hours or 11 o'clock p.m. No, it's 22. So it's 10 o'clock p.m. on the blood moon night till I have till 6 a.m. I think because my days are a little bit shorter. I like more realistic days. I hate the way it'll be 1 o'clock in the morning. It'll still look like it's 5 in the afternoon outside. It's just so creepy. It's like what? And so I just like to have really short days, I guess. But anyway, yeah, one is from like the start of zombie night to about maybe 1 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the morning, something like that, halfway through. Then that one turns off, and another set takes over. That way, one set of wires doesn't get worn out. Well, that's what I hope to accomplish. So far, so good. This is my first rodeo with it, and it's working so good. Oh, our first cop zombie! Get out of here, punk! Oh, he dodged it. So anyway, now that the cop zombies are here, that'll give me some reason to explain the plexiglass underneath me. There's two platforms here. Oh, another cop zombie. They're really loading them in. Alright, we need some more pipe bombs. With if you notice there's a platform here, that's a safety door that if you notice is dug in an alcove, that way the fallen zombies can't land on it. What's the point of having a safety door or a emergency room if there's zombies there? So it's dug in so a fallen zombie cannot, reach it. And plus the electricity stuns them, so they come down stunned. It used to be they would come down, they'd be punching me. The stunned, the zombies would try to punch me as they fell, but when they get shocked by the wires, they don't have time for that. So hasta la vista, baby. Yep, get out of here. And see, that's what I like about the electric wires. As long as that guy, if he screws around, and touches that wire, he's gonna get shocked. Whereas, unless it's broken or something like that, I think it might be time. No, it's not time. It's only been a couple of hours or whatever. We got only a little bit of loot. I want to start increasing the amount of zombies. Oh, I see some activity up there. Let's check out what's going on. Ooh. Alright, he got put down. So anyway, safety door here. Now what happens is if something goes horribly wrong and zombies land on this platform, which can happen, they can break through. I've had it happen where they broke through the traps and all this stuff. The police zombies blow up. I've heard them called demolishers by some. I call them juggies. They explode, and they can just blow their stuff up, and you'll have zombies like right here and they'll blow this platform off, or you can blow it off too if you're playing with dynamite. You'll blow your own base up or whatever. So what happens then is then you'll fall on this first bulletproof plexiglass plate. And what that does is it allows you, a platform to stand on so you can jump across to the safety door here or, get inside or whatever, shut it, get, heal up from whatever explosion happened or whatever craziness is happening. And, see, this makes you tempted to go get the loot that's down there when they don't send any zombies, which has been happening lately since I've dug this pit. I don't know if I've dug too deep or what, but it's been really weird. But I know one thing though, you better put a box down. I don't know. I can't reach it. I don't want to go all the way out there. You do not want to go all the way out there for any reason. I don't care how good the loot looks. All right, that door need a little bit of repair. I think what they're doing is they're on top of the world, like stuck in some like thing trying to dig a way through on top of the mountain. That's what usually happens. They send some, I kick their ass, and then the zombies kind of like give up. So anyway, I don't know. Maybe I built this place too good. Like they have to do something. Man, so wish I could go get that loot. But if you do that, they'll spawn them guys on top of you. They'll start spawning them in like just the sky or something, and they'll rain down on top of you, and you won't be able to put a box down or whatever to be able to get back into the door. And so that's why it doesn't matter how tempting the loot is. Just be patient. Anyway, what if it's just cat food and dog food? Do you want to lose your game over that? I don't think so. Anyway, at this point, I have not died. Let's see here. We have, let's see, current life, 80 hours, deaths, 0. So far, so good. Um, but anyway, yeah, basic stuff, man. And inside here, your ready room or whatnot, you have emergency supplies. Should have a box with basically these are just the materials you use to build the place, just in a nutshell. You got your wire tool, you have electric timer relay, your electric wire relay, electrical parts, mechanical parts, electric fence post, bulletproof glass blocks, which are below, um, rebar, concrete mix, wood frame, iron sheets, iron, just gas for the generator, food, water, which I could do better on food now. Food could be very difficult in this game. Let's put a blueberry pie in there. Let's get them some yucca juice. Trade that out. Let's upgrade our pantry there. We can eat this tonight. Let's check our food. So food 161. We can snack a little bit. Yep. So yeah, that's just how my zombie nights go. Just when you build it too good. It is a little bit dark without. If you don't have a flashlight mod, I'm using a helmet mod. If you don't have a weapon flashlight mod or a helmet mod, it is a little bit dark. The reason I built it so um, narrow quarters is because in previous builds, I've had zombies like spawn in here, or they'll spawn in like a hole or a crack or something, and then they'll either break a block or they'll break something, and I realize you shouldn't, there should be no room whatsoever for any extra spawning because the game gets weird when you dig a pit. It's like if they can't get to you, they just start freaking out, like they don't know what to do. So everything is just it only fits. It's 1 block wide. You know, it would be more lighter. Maybe if I use a corner block instead of a square block. I think I will do that. It's something I can work on tonight while I talk to y'all. This way I can maximize the light of that torch while still keeping this space occupied from a zombie. Hopefully that'll work. I like the light physics in this game. It just does a really good job. So anyway, yeah, 1 block wide. If you notice, the hallways are a little bit long. They're like 4 blocks long, and that's because you want to be able to place in times of emergency. You want to be able to place. We're gonna put a rebar frame there. Let's go get some rebar frame. Hopefully, a zombie won't spawn in that little hole I created. I'm laughing, but I mean, I also partially expecting it. It'll spawn a spider zombie. I already have concrete mixed on me. I was just forced to have it. But anyway, there we go. Now let's see if we can change the shape a little bit. See if we can get like maybe a corner or an angle, maybe some kind of design, maybe a half. See a plate. Hmm. Wedge tip. A pillar. Nah, I don't want half. Let's see how that looks. No, it's. Can you rotate any kind of way? And no, it's just a half a brick. Well, let's try that. Okay. And let's turn off our helmet light. Eh, I guess it's better than it was actually. Actually, yeah. It's actually headed up to the door almost with light. So, hey, you learn something new every day, ladies and gentlemen. Just can improve all that. Your the pipe bombs do block damage, but they do such a small amount to concrete and steel, it makes it worth it. Dynamite is not worth it in my opinion. It's too powerful. You'll destroy the bottom of your pit. Um, and at first you may think, well, so what? I don't know. The sound effects spooked me out. But things can get out of hand if you get careless with your stuff. I mean, let's improve that. Just look for cracks. So anyway, let's improve the lighting here. Since we just found our new discovery, let's apply that to this block. Maximize our light without allowing space for the computer to say a zombie could spawn there. I've had weird stuff happen, man. I've opened that trap and there'll be a zombie in there, and you're like, wait a minute, that both doors are shut. You know, I've been down through there. You check the place thoroughly before zombie night. You always want to make sure everything's prepared. I mean, there's nothing, no problems, no surprises. You know what I mean? So, yeah, lots of light, but too much space. Let's just do that. Well, how about no? How about All right, how do I do this without screwing it up? I hate it when you accidentally place a block. Oh wait, I have to put it on the thing. Okay. Here, let's try this. Okay. All right, so much more light. Um. Okay, that's pretty good. Without our, if you don't have a flashlight mod or helmet light, it's it's dim. It's dank. It's a hovel, but at least it's better than it was, and it's strong. So anyway, back to explaining why there's 4 blocks space here. That way, in times of emergency, like if zombies spawn in this shaft for some reason, you can put a block here. Put some concrete on it or whatever real quick. That puts a barrier between you and any zombies coming up from the shaft. Likewise, if there's a problem out on the door or something, you have to back in and you're shutting the door. You're like, oh my gosh, you can put a block here. That way, once again, there'll be a barrier between you and the zombies, and you can just, be shooting with the AK or the shotgun or whatever. I wouldn't recommend rocket launcher, not in the pit. Now, in other base setups, rocket launcher is fine. I wouldn't recommend rocket launcher even if you're out shooting down because rockets destroy blocks and that's a no-no. You just don't want to destroy the bottom of your pit. See, what'll happen, even if your own personal life isn't in danger, the issue is that the zombies will be running around loose, going crazy down there, doing who knows what, and it's very tedious in the morning to have to go down there and clear wild zombies that are down in like this cave you made or whatever. It's also dangerous. You can die that way. And so what's the point of building all this stuff and building a pit just so you can have to fight the zombies anyway in a dark cave, you know what I'm saying, of your own creation. So I don't know. Yeah, you want them contained, controlled. That way you can bomb them pretty easy. You know what I mean? I demonstrated earlier tonight when there was zombies how easy it was for me to deal with them. And yeah, but if they're running around loose, they won't stay still for the bombs. They won't stay still for rifle shots to the head. All that kind of stuff. You don't want that. Also, you now that I'm looking at it, I'm reminded of to explain why there's two panes of bulletproof glass. The first pane is the one you land on that puts you equal with that door across that you see is dug into the alcove there, the emergency room. The second pane of glass is underneath it. What that does, it absorbs the vomit from the cop zombies that try to spit at you and knock you off your platform or damage the other platform. Because think about it, if your emergency platform is damaged or shatters underneath your feet, because a cop zombie spat on it, it's not a very good emergency platform now, is it? So that one, there's two of them. One to absorb the damage from zombie shots, and one to, just the emergency platform. And also, if it happens in your zombie night that the glass platforms underneath are destroyed before anything happens to the one you're standing on, then so be it. Um, if push comes to shove, you can move yourself while in air in this game. So if you can time it right, you can just jump across. It's not like you have to have this, but it's way easier to be lined up and kind of got it you know reasonable like footholds and stuff than when we're trying a fancy move. So anyway, the holes you see are where the wire relays and the timed wire relays are. Um, I leave them open because a fallen zombie cannot fit inside the square, so you don't have to worry about zombies getting jammed in the hole or destroying any of the things. Especially with the electric wiring now, I mean they're gonna be fried or stunned anyway. So you, but if you put a block there, which you can, I'm not saying it's illegal to block the holes up. And if it makes you more secure, if you don't like holes in your walls, I mean, I recommend just put a wooden block there and filling it up with wood really quick. But you want access just in case you want to replace or change any of the wire relays or the timer relays. You don't want to have to dig through a concrete block every time you make a mistake or you want to change, you want to add something new. You know what I mean? So that's why you leave those open. And once again, the wires would pass through a block here. So if there wasn't the electric fencing in the way, the wires would pass through. So you can once again you could have blocked these holes too if you have enough uh the room or whatever. It's up to you. But I just think it's easier to leave them open because if you want to do maintenance or something like that, you don't have to tear something up. You could just go ahead and access it or whatever. So that's still concrete. Yeah, but that basically is zombie pit. This is week 77. I have 30 minutes, less than 30 minutes in game time till the morning bell sounds. So far so good. And that loot is still there, which I'm surprised it hasn't despawned. You can never be too careful though. Wait, I hear something. Yeah, I think what happened probably they spent the beginning of the night running. Some ran over the top, and some tried to dig down. And in the morning, I'm gonna find a hole, like in a bunch of zombies, probably trapped in like a little bitty narrow tunnel as they try to dig down the sides of the wall. Okay, we're gonna leave the generator on. Yeah, I can hear them. So that's what's going on. That's happened. Oh, and the loot has disappeared just as I talked about. Oh well, then we don't have any reason to risk going down the bottom of the pit then. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I hope you found the night with me not as terrible as I feel it probably was. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'm gonna work on getting the zombies to come down into the pit where versus not digging around the sides, and I'll get back to you with more zombie action. Have a great day.